Richie Mehta is an acclaimed filmmaker with a defined craft in the art of storytelling, and his vision knows no bounds when it comes to discovering new talent. And discovering the next Bollywood star is something Richie has his sights set on. With the second season of the Canadian docu-reality TV series Bollywood Star gracing television screens now, Richie speaks to ANOKHI Pulse TV about his evolution as a filmmaker and how he's using his experiences to mentor fresh young blood. Talk to me about your evolution as a filmmaker with your past two films.
That's actually a big question. It's hard to reflect myself on what I think is happening, but I think it's definitely veering more towards stories in India, more towards verisimilitude. I'm really trying to, and the more time I spend there, I think the more I get to see it in a very real way and find what's relevant to me, the side of me that's here. So I think that's going to continue. The stuff I'm working on now is getting grittier, getting more embedded in that environment as I get to know people better.
Why do you think India is such a magical land of storytelling?
You see humanity laid bare in front of you, right? I always say you see the best and worst of what we're capable of in the same frame anywhere you look all the time. That's not the same here, right? Things are much more hidden. Everything is still here, but you can't just walk down the street and see it. Because it's laid bare and because you have 1 billion people crammed into this country together, forced to figure it out, I think it's ripe for drama and just it's a place where we can really learn about ourselves.
What are the stories that you're trying to tell out of your narratives with Amal and with Siddharth, and of course for what's upcoming in your experiences with India?
I think it's about perspective, right? I think it's very, relative to the rest of the world, a place like Toronto, Canada, is easy to live. I'm not saying life is easy, but I'm saying relative to everywhere else, it's been made easier to live here for us. And as a result, I think it's very easy for us to not necessarily be aware of what's happening in the rest of the world and become, trapped in our little caves and cocoons.
Of course.
I'm generalizing, of course. So as a result, to really empathize and really understand what's happening in other places, for me, it's about going there, taking those stories that are relevant, bringing them back so that A, we can get better ourselves, whether it's a personal journey or, as a broader sense, culture and society, or just understand that not take things for granted because there is a cause and effect. Just because India is so far away, a place like India is so far away, there is a cause and effect. What we do here has an effect there and vice versa.
So, you've beautifully been speaking about your upcoming narratives, your experiences in India, the process of storytelling and your evolution. How have you brought all of that into Bollywood Star? Because you were the judge during season 1 and now you're coming back with season 2, which is going to be, from what I hear, exciting and happening. So how are you bringing all of that experience to mentor wannabe Bollywood stars? And I don't use wannabe in the negative sense.
Nor would I. Definitely not through a cynical lens. I'm very optimistic about what this is, but there's two sides of it, right? You're asking me the questions about my evolution as a filmmaker, which is really about the content. Bollywood Star is about the execution. It's about people who want to be performers. Quote unquote, the content would already be done. They want to execute that content. So that's the different side of filmmaking. For me, being on Bollywood Star is just about being me. It's about what is my experience in executing films in that environment and how can I benefit these people and people who are watching.
Hi, Bollywood Star.
We searched across the whole country to find talent to bring to Bollywood.
I was born to do this. Competition's getting tougher.
And only one will earn a role in a Bollywood film.
This is what I want to be.
So what sort of tips or suggestions do you have for the performers or the soon-to-be performers on Bollywood Star?
Well, you know what? The specific tips I give are in relation to what I see them doing. So, for example, the first episode, I actually have them acting out scenes from Amal and Siddharth, and I'm giving them a workshop because look, I've done this with professional actors, I've done this at a higher level. Now let's see what you guys do, and then I can start to give you notes based on that. So it's very specific. I'm not trying to give overarching advice just yet because when you're auditioning someone, it's for something, right? You're trying to find an actor who fits a part, and I think they need to understand that every actor comes and says, or performer, or even dancer comes and says, I'm the one for the part. Unfortunately, for your sake, that's up to us to see what the fit is. You might be the least experienced, but perfect for the part. And I think they started to, by the end of the show, understand that, wait a sec, it's not just about who has talent and drive, it's about luck and about the type of person you are and whether or not you just happen to fit what's going on.
Don't forget to stay in the loop for your weekly dose of glitz and glam from the world of entertainment with ANOKHI Pulse TV. You can catch us at ANOKHImedia.com and our YouTube channel, and don't forget to interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, stay fabulous.